In a land far away, there is a great lake, and at one end of the lake, there a small stream runs out, trickling and gurgling down the bank, away from the lake, through the pastures and downwards, until it comes slowly to a place where there are 3 rocks, and the water there starts to spiral between the 3 rocks, looking for a way out. And through the spiraling, there has been created a great pool of clear water. And in the bottom of that pool, there is a snake, a great silver water python that sits under the water, blinking and putting its tongue out, waiting. This is the guardian of the pool. This is the healer snake. And this snake, if anyone dares touch it, brings healing to their hands. And that healing can be taken to others. And the snake sits under the water, curled and waiting and watching as the leaves gather on the top of the pool and are swept round, and the gnats drop in the water and are swept round, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Until, that is, a woman appears and sits on one of the rocks. She looks down into the water and sees the guardian of the pool, and she is afraid, but she knows that if she is to touch it, she will have healing in her hands. Her mother is very ill, very ill. And this woman knows that somehow she has to touch the snake in the water. But she is scared, very scared. She remembers how her mother had saved her from a crocodile in the river years ago when she was a small girl. She remembers when her mother had given her maize to feed her during the time of starvation. She remembers when her mother had walked miles to find water when there was a great drought. But she still felt great fear. What was she to do? What was she to do? And just then, her sister came running over the fields towards the great pool. "Mother is dying! Mother is dying! Mother is dying!" The woman stands up and fulfills her destiny and jumps into the water. It is much deeper than she imagined, and as she sinks slowly, spiraling with the water, she fears everything. Looking up, she can see the surface. Looking down, she can see the snake, and she goes down and catches the snake and has healing in her hands and drives, pushes off the rocky bottom and makes her way to the surface and runs to her village to heal her mother. Back at the pool, it is still dark, but the snake, having been touched, is slowly and gently uncurling and making its way up through the water and out towards the surface. And as the snake breaks the surface, he becomes a man, a beautiful, tall man. He shakes himself down. He is a prince. He is a chieftain. He is royalty. Striding out, he follows the trail of the woman to the village. As he enters the village, he hears goats bleating, fires in the huts, and he sees the woman kneeling by her mother, who's sitting up now, better. He calls the woman out of her hut. Woman, woman, you have saved me. I was under a curse. I have been saved by you. From now on, I can be a man at night. But in the day, I have to return to the pool and be the healing snake. And the woman looks at the man and thanks him for providing the healing for her mother. And as she does so, the man hands her some moonstones made up into a necklace. Wear this and come to me. He turns and goes, and the woman puts the necklace on around her neck. From then on, during the day, the woman sits on the rock by the pool and sings for the healing snake. And at night, she meets him as a man. That is the end of my story.